Hello, everyone. Welcome in. How's it going? How is everybody? I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Cherry. Hello, hello. We are here to play some Marvel's Midnight Suns today. I just have to finish setting everything up. It's been like kind of a busy time. I don't know when it's not a busy time, though, to be honest with you guys. I don't know. I have so many other things that I need to do as well today, and I'm like, I am trying to not think too much about it. But we'll get to it later. For now, we're going to be playing some Midnight Suns, which I'm very excited to do. As always, if we get to our sub goal in the stream of 10, or our YouTube members goal of 10, I don't know how to reset it. So for that one, we really only need 4. You guys will get to decide what my next cosplay will be for tomorrow, what I'll be wearing. Obviously, within my closet are the parameters. I'm not just going to get an entirely new cosplay for tomorrow, just to clarify, because a lot of the times people suggest new stuff that I haven't done. But yes. Next stream cosplay. I guess I'll just put next stream cosplay. It's really you guys just help me decide, but yeah. Hello Stalin, I'm good. How are you? Hi Joker. Hi Nova. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Hello Dragon Trainer. Sub goal. Yes. Our Twitch subscriber goal or our YouTube members goal for you, Dragon Trainer, since you're on the YouTube side. Basically, if we get 4 more YouTube members today, or if we get 10 more Twitch subs, either resubs or new subs or gifted, same with the YouTube member side, re-members, people that renew, people that gift, people that just sign up for the first time, then we will do a poll to decide what my cosplay should be for tomorrow's stream. And tomorrow we're going to be streaming some Bloodlines too. Hello, Lumix. Welcome in. My schedule is not up to date yet, Dragon Trainer. Yeah, I just said that at the beginning. We are, however, going to be playing over on Lies You'll Enjoy later, so that is accurate. But it always cuts it off. Let me just update that first. Let's do that first. Stalin, it's your birthday today. Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Hello, Dichotic. Do I also have a Savage Land Rogue cosplay? I do not have one of those yet. Maybe at some point, but not yet. But it is one that I'd like to do. I was saying that I feel like it would actually be much more comfortable in San Diego because I wore this cosplay last time I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I will tell you guys, just this jacket over this suit, there is so much sweat. I get so, with a wig on, over top of a full head of long hair, which I already have myself. Even when I'm not in the rogue wig, I got a lot of hair. So that is definitely one that is on my list. And I already have the wig, so we just need a new look. And I was talking to Julie about doing it in latex, so maybe we'll do a latex version of Savage Land Rogue. I feel like that could be really cute. Happy birthday to you, Stalin. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're doing something special for your birthday to celebrate. Bloodlines 2 tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I've heard things. We shall see how it goes. I still don't know what time it's dropping, so I don't know if it's dropping like tonight at midnight. Would you guys be more interested in like a nighttime stream if it does that and I just stay up? Or would you be more interested in a like morning time stream if it drops right at midnight? Let me know. Keep in mind I'm EST, Eastern Standard Time. Chris, welcome in. Chris, congrats on the 10 stream streak. Thank you so much for streaking. Gothmok, congrats on the 10 stream streak. Thank you so much for streaking. Exactly, Dichotic. I was literally human soup. Literally human soup. But yeah, I do really want to do a Savage Land at some point. Cherry said, I won't be up at midnight, so I like morning. Nighttime stream your time works better for me. Okay, all right. I checked on my download. It said 20 more hours. 20 more hours? Huh. Yeah, mine isn't available to download yet in Steam, Nova. It's just like, it'll be there when it's there. It doesn't give me a release time. I haven't been able to find. Do we know what time it drops? So, Cherry prefers morning, Dichotic prefers evening. So that's a bit of a split. Well, we'll see. Maybe Nova knows when it's dropping, and maybe Nova, if you tell me, then I can plan. Maybe we'll have to do an evening stream tomorrow, maybe, if it's 20 hours. 20 hours would be 3 p.m. Right? 3:30? Kind of a weird time. But I guess it's still, they're just dropping it like probably, I don't know if they're rushing to finish anything. I don't know. I think it's got to be done mostly. But they might be, you know, taking that time to just patch as much as they can if they need to patch anything. All right, Rapala. See you in a bit. Lots of love to you. Yeah, that's fair, Cherry. Well, I'm definitely down for either, so I'm down to do a late night stream. I like doing a late night stream. Surprisingly, I mean, the one thing I will say, Cherry, is that I might still be streaming when you wake up, so you could maybe still come in the morning if we start late. On PlayStation, it pre-downloads before the game is released, and it says 19 hours, 25 minutes. Okay, so... Oh, so that's in the AM then, actually, wouldn't it be? 20... I cannot do math. So if it were 24, that's like 5 p.m. minus 4 hours. So like 1 p.m. it'll be live in the afternoon. It's like my least favorite time. I got to try to get up early tomorrow then, so I can go do some things before I come on. Sheesh. Okay. All right. So maybe 1 p.m. it'll be available. But it also might be different on PC. So I'll keep an eye on it. I'm doing good, Trapmaster. How you doing today? Nova said we're the same time zone. EST. Good to know. Good to know. So we're going to do that on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to be playing Dispatch. I still can't put it on my... Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate. I still can't put it on my Throne gifts because there's still no price for it on Steam. I'm just waiting for the price to drop on Steam. I know we were saying that it'll probably be like somewhere around like 30-40 bucks. Sounds like, based on the price that's already been listed for it. I think that's what's going to end up being Canadian, but I'm still waiting to get that confirmed in Canadian dollars because sometimes the exchange rate does wonky things. As soon as the game goes live. I also wanted to ask, for those of you that are on the Twitch side, I also wanted to ask, so that's my schedule updated over on YouTube, and now, actually, I guess I may as well just, or no, that was over on Twitch. Okay, I'll jump over to the YouTube side and update all this. And then I'll check in with you, YouTube chat. Sorry, just because Dragon Trainer pinged the schedule right at the beginning, so I was like, I should update that. Sorry, I didn't update it yet. Clay, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I appreciate you. Whoa, some damage done to our stream boss, War, aka Ricardo. So yes, for those that are over on the Twitch side, I wanted to know, how are we feeling about stream streaks? Because I know some people do not like them, and I've brought it up a few times in chat, but whenever I bring it up, I find more people like them than don't like them. So I just wanted to like take a little time to just be like, hey guys, how are we feeling about that? And just check in again. I can always turn them off if people don't like them, but I know a lot of people do. So, but also if you don't, please make yourself known. I am genuinely asking. I genuinely want your feedback. It is okay to be like, I do not like stream streaks and here's why. And if there is a lot of people, I can turn it off if it's bothering people. Marvel Man, thank you so much for the 30 stream streak. Speaking of streaking, thanks for streaking. Renell says, keep the stream streak. Dark Status says, I find streaks annoying. Okay, good to know. I might do a Discord poll as well. If we get enough people today that are not into them, I might do a Discord poll and then we can decide in the Discord. Lummox said, I like them because they give extra points. They do give you extra channel points. This is true. Chemdog says, doesn't matter to me either way. Neutral. Renell likes to know. Dichotic said, yeah, they cause me FOMO and anxiety. Okay. So they're a trigger for you, Dichotic. Cherry said, I loved the streaks, and then I lost mine, and learned not to let it upset me, so I'm good with either. So Cherry's also neutral. Pro, there's people on both sides right now, and then some people that are just neutral that don't really mind either way. Otto said, I'm on a 62 streak. Especially now that I've got a good solid streak, I'm scared I'm going to lose it. I find them stressing. Okay, so Otto, you got a good streak, but you don't like them. Trapmaster likes the streaks. Okay, it seems pretty split right now with the people that are saying. Maybe I'll do a little poll in the Twitch chat just to get a read of the room right now. Obviously, not everyone that watches the streams is here right now, but that's why I figured the Discord might be a good way to do it, because unfortunately I don't have a way to do a poll like just on my channel page for any length of time. But I was thinking maybe we could do a week poll to give everyone an opportunity to come out and share their thoughts either way, and then based on that I can turn it off or on if people don't like it. I don't want to stress people out, but I like it because I like celebrating you guys coming to the stream. And even if you're only here for like 3 streams in a row, let's say, I still think that's hella impressive. I have never had a streak in anyone's stream myself. I miss streams constantly. So whenever anyone's just able to do it, I think it's like a cool little miracle that happens. So I personally enjoy them myself. That's my vote. But I don't want to stress anyone out. But I do like that it also kind of like makes people think about the stream, which is good. Just as someone that, you know, this is my job. It's good to encourage people to come to stream. But if it's like more of a deterrent for stream, then that wouldn't be good. And also, like I said, yeah, I don't want to cause people stress. Although granted, a lot of the stuff, like I would say streaks and stuff like that, a lot of the times our stress, like from the FOMO and stuff, I think comes from, like, I mean, triggers and stuff is actually from a place within ourselves. So what triggers people is like, I can help mitigate it for sure. But of course, that won't get rid of it in every area of your life, I'm sure. So it only help to a point. Because a lot of the times, stuff like that, like for me, when people cancel plans on me, oh my gosh, that used to send me into such a awful place. And I had to do a lot to get to a place where I felt okay. And now I like literally just had plans with people this weekend. And basically everyone I invited had to cancel pretty much. And I feel pretty good about it, to be honest with you. And people are like, oh, like other people were stressed for me. And I was like, people are sick, people are busy, people have work. Like, I totally get it. I am that person too. So I think I've gotten better with that being a trigger. But sometimes it still gets to me. You know, sometimes it still gets to me. Hello, Brimforge. Welcome in. Why do you have a VIP badge, Gothmock? You got a VIP badge, I believe, from bits or clips. I'm trying to remember. I give VIP badges to our top 4 bits, gifted subs, and clips over on the Twitch side. And Tuesday, October 21st at... we'll be playing Bloodlines 2 as soon as it's live. All right, that's the schedule updated on the other side. Clay, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Entertain me. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I have not set up my wheel yet. I will do some spins for you guys once I have it set up. But it's not set up. What is a stream streak? Dragon Trainer, it's over on the Twitch side, so nothing that you guys need to worry about on the YouTube side. It's just when people watch streams in a row and don't miss a stream. Channel points, that's also over on the Twitch side. Yes, that is the other thing, actually. Clay, you bring up a good point. Clay said, at least that's something we don't have to worry about here on the YouTube side of streaming. So that's the other thing, is that YouTube doesn't have a lot of these features. So that's also an option. Although I'm sure people that are on Twitch prefer to be there. But not that I would ever tell anyone to leave the platform. I never did it. I never said anything. But I do stream on both. So, you know, and YouTube has a lot less bells and whistles. We just have the leaderboard over on YouTube right now, and you can send super chats, and you can do this little thing where you like click hearts and stuff. I don't know what that does still. I'm still not sure. But I think those are the main features over on YouTube. And we can do members only lives, which I've experimented with before, and maybe I will return to at some point. Will you play Marvel Rivals Zombies PvP on Marvel Rivals stream before Halloween, Amanda? Possibly this Friday we'll be playing. I've been in most of her streams. The last stream, not. That's okay, Olivia. It's totally fine to miss streams. We have lives, and we're living it. What are we complaining about? We're not complaining about anything, Peter. Also, hello. You hate when plans get made, Peter. Yeah. I personally love making plans, love keeping plans, don't love when plans don't happen, but getting better at going with the flow. Deacon, hello, welcome in. All right, there's a lot of chat happening, so let me see. Just reading up about the streaks. Gothmog said, it's okay-ish. I know I'll never achieve a long streak, but that's to be expected when you live on 2 different continents. Yeah, I mean, and if it's isolating those of you that live in different places, too, that's not what I want to do. Jagron? I'm not sure what you're asking me about. Are you asking me about what happened to Emmy Room? I don't go to, I don't really go to signings or meet and greets. So, I have no experience with it at other conventions. Let's plan to not make plans, says Lumix. Nice, Lumix. I like that. Thanks for being a member, by the way.
Let's plan to not make plans.
Yeah, I haven't been to a lot of meet and greets. So, if you're asking about that specifically, like, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Like, just people assaulting people? Have I seen that at conventions? Not really. I've heard about it, but I've never been a straight-up witness to a... Well, actually, that's not true. I've been harassed at cons, but I've never seen something like what happened at TwitchCon, if that's... I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. I'm just going to wait for clarification on that. Watcher's Eye said, can't be stressed about streaks if you never seem to maintain one. Also a great way of looking at it. Yeah. So it sounds like right now I'm feeling like reading the room. More people are kind of either neutral or don't want it. Do I have suggestions for someone starting a Twitch stream? Improve it one thing at a time, and use what you have. I would say Novastar, start out with what you got. Thank you for the hydrate. And then, yeah, just do your best. Marvel Man said, Brimforge, hello. I'm not really interested in the stream streak, but if it makes you happy, I'm cool with it. All right, so you're neutral on it, Marvel Man? Lumix said, you don't even have to miss a stream for them to reset. Yeah, well, they can be glitchy. That is true. It is a new feature, so like all new features, it can be glitchy, so you could be in stream, and it might reset on you. There are also ways that you can save your streak if it does reset on you. You just need to watch the previous VOD within 24 hours of the stream happening. So I think as long as you watch a part of the VOD or a clip, it will save your streak. But I also haven't tested that feature personally because I've never had a streak myself in someone else's stream. Brimforge says, peak cosplay. Thank you, Brimforge. Because you wrote peak in all caps, I also read that as like the game peak. Lumix, you are stream boss now. The power is yours. Thank you, Sammy. Welcome in. You don't think what makes sense, Dragon Trainer? Rogue Storm is an interesting comic. Yeah, I'm excited to check out Rogue Storm at some point. Hey, Brendan, welcome in. Cherry, glad to hear that you're doing pretty good and a little mad, but still mostly positive. Weirdly, I always get an error when I try to share my streak. Oh, so it just doesn't work for you, Madrout. It's just that feature doesn't work. What are you watching on, out of curiosity? Like your phone, computer, TV? Yeah, Dichotic's already like, which place is this? But if it will be until I wake up, I will wake up normal. It's happening. Yeah, exactly. So, Renell, you kind of just look ahead, and then you're like, if I can go to a stream, I go to it. That's a good approach. It's hard when we're in different time zones. I know that for some of you guys, it's hard to tune into the streams, and I appreciate you all being here. NTG, welcome in. The Madrout, thank you so much for the 7-stream streak. Yes, Twitch on Android. There you go, it did share. It just worked? Whoa. Maybe it's because we called it out. I'm enjoying Midnight Suns a lot so far, Trapmaster. Brimforge, it's pretty fun, Marvel's Midnight Suns. I've really been liking it. Chat is booming. It's true. Hey, Eric, welcome in. How's it going? How are you? I hate chat. I won't do a meet and greet. Are you talking about me, Eric, or are you talking about someone else? I was just saying I've never witnessed a meet and greet even. I don't go to them. I don't go get signatures usually. The most I've done was when I was at the Phoenix convention. I think it's Phoenix Fan Fusion, and they had the voice actors from X-Men, but they actually weren't even really like in the signing area. They were like, they had their own tables, and so you could go up to their tables and like say hi and get like an autograph and get a picture. So that's the most I've ever done. Thank you for the hydrate, Marvel Man. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, and like this is what I'll say, I think I don't really want to talk about the drama that happened at TwitchCon because it's not really what my content is. However, I think it is important to talk about. I would encourage everyone, if you have heard about it and you're interested in it, to go check out what Emiru is saying about it. She is talking about her experience, and, you know, it is good that we bring it up because this is how things get changed, ideally. However, all conventions that you go to are going to have safety issues in general. So the one thing I will say is that while Twitch does have a lot of issues each year, and I have noticed this, all conventions have a lot of issues each year, and a lot of the times they just don't even get talked about. The only reason this is getting talked about even is, as Emiru said about it, is because it was filmed. And if it wasn't recorded, would we even know that it happened? I mean, hopefully she would still be sharing her story, but I bet people would also be like, was it really like bad because we don't have anything to see it? Twitch isn't letting you buy bits or gift subs? That's weird, Renell. The saving feature is only new. It is new, yes. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't add to your streak. It just stops zeroing out. Yeah, it just saves it, I think. So it saves it. So I don't know if it goes up. I'm not sure because I haven't tested it. Like I said, I've never had a streak. So you guys would probably be better to tell me how that's working because I've never had a streak in anyone's stream. I'm either in streams where it's not enabled or I always miss streams for streamers constantly. Usually because I'm streaming. Whoa, Eric, that's a huge streak. What? It's 249. I didn't even know it could go that high. Rivals needs Deadpool? Maybe at some point they'll get him, Jackson. It will mean nothing when it ends. Other than you made it that far, though, I still think that means something. I still feel like if you make it to that, regardless of whether or not it stays, it's like the fact that you made it that far is still crazy. I'd still like to do a thing where I send out little bracelets to people. I don't know, Renelle. I don't have it set up to gift or send anything on my end. So I can't say. What are you watching on? Maybe try closing and starting the app, resetting your computer, resetting your device. Okay, all right. There's like a ton of chat happening. I am very behind on the YouTube side and very behind on the Twitch side. I'm just going to go to the current. I just wanted to see if there was anyone else. Okay, wait. No, let me just see on the Twitch side. Just want to see if there was anyone else that mentioned it. Okay, so it sounds like... all right, Dichotic, thank you for the lurk. Critter Nation, hello. So it sounds like more people are anti-streaks right now in the chat. Yes, Critter Nation. This is also what I have heard. This is also what I have heard. The one thing that YouTube has over Twitch is that YouTube is available on Roku devices, so that means I can watch on a Roku device or on a Roku Smart TV. Oh, that's really cool, Clay. I like that. Gary, why did you call me Little Rogue? What does that mean? Little? I think I'm about average size rogue. How many conventions are there, Dragon Trainer? I don't even know where to begin. Wait, a lot. A lot. There's probably like one that happens every day for like, if you're talking about in the world. In all of the world, there's a lot of conventions. Gary, I was unsafe? What do you mean, Gary? Hello, Gary. There are food conventions. This is true. I was on... Every time I try to eat a protein bar on stream, I can't do it, man. I don't know why. My entire throat is like so dry whenever I do this. I think there's something wrong. I think I need to get my voice checked out. How tall is Rogue canonically? I think she's like 5'6". I really hope they give us this Rogue costume in the next season. Or at least in store later. Yeah, I hope we get Rogue's classic 90s look. It's a great look. I love this look. Gambit's 7 feet tall? No, I don't think Rogue's 6 foot. Let me see if it's listed. 5'8". 5'8". She's not that tall. 6 foot would be pretty tall. I think Remy's like 6'4". Thank you for the hydrate, Joker. No change. Still doesn't let me use real money. I'm not sure. Is anyone else having a problem with that? Is that just... Hey Thor, welcome in. Yeah, 5'8" and 120 pounds. An unrealistic weight for that height. But that sounds like comic books for you. Everyone's 120 pounds. All good, Gary. I just wasn't sure what you were pertaining to because I've been talking a lot back and forth between the two chats. More TwitchCon safety news? Great. That's just what I wanted, Duck. I was literally just talking about how I don't want to talk about the Twitch drama, and Duck's like, I sent you some more information on that. Yeah. That's going to be a yikes from me. If she's 5'8", then she's only 5 inches taller than Wolverine? Rogue? You said he, but I think you mean she? It's a problem with Google Chrome? Maybe. Maybe, do you have another browser? You also don't have to gift or do anything, Renell. You've already gifted a lot this month. All got the perfect weight. Yes, the perfect weight. All we need to do is remove some organs from this woman, and then she'll have the perfect weight. Yeah, muscle is heavy, so it makes no sense. She's jacked. She's 120 pounds, and she's 5'8". She's tall for a woman. Above average height. Under average weight. And jacked for some reason. That's comic books for you, though. It goes both ways. Well, Rogue does have a tiny waist and missing some organs. Maybe. I mean, they're cartoon characters, so... It's just really... The problem when we get into it with anything that's drawn is when we do things like height and weight. Because I'm like, right, but then the way you draw them doesn't really... Like... Either if you want to make them like a reasonable weight, you need to draw them differently. You know what I mean? In some cases. Of course, we're talking about some very stylized art. Rogue doesn't always have like the tiniest waist of all. In the 90s, everyone had super tiny, impossible waists that weren't real. Take a rib out too, exactly. Clay, I can't read that chat, but I hear ya. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble. Corsets can swap some stuff? Sort of. Corsets basically work where they will kind of move your organs around and ultimately can cause problems as a result of that. So yeah, that can be a thing. All right, I'm going to do a poll over on Twitch, and we'll see what people think about the stream streaks. And then I'm going to finish doing my update for Nightbot and post a photo and update the wheel, and then we can spin the wheel and start the game. Should we do, should I turn off stream streaks? Yes? No. All right, Twitch, we got a poll going. And I'm going to use this poll to determine if I do like a bigger poll, and then we can kind of make a decision from there. And thank you, everybody, for sharing your thoughts on it. It's very appreciative to me. And that way it also gives an opportunity for the lurkers to share their thoughts. So my lurkers, there's a poll going on in stream right now. You don't have to chat with us, but if you want to vote in the poll, just you can make your voice heard, please feel free to. And if you don't care either way, then obviously you don't need to vote. But anyone that has an opinion, feel free to share your thoughts. Okay, so we updated the schedule and the game owner. I'll change that back to owner. I mean, how are we doing for that? I need to check in the analytics to see how many members we're at. We are at 71. So yeah, if we get to 100, okay. Now I just need to finish updating the Twitch side. Okay. And now that should be up to date for Nightbot. Whew. Otto said I voted to get rid of streaks, but I also don't want to lose mine. Well, I think when I turn it off, everyone will lose all of theirs. So that is the one thing, is that everyone will lose their streak. But the streaks will be gone forever, so you won't have a streak. It'll just be like, you didn't really lose it. It just doesn't exist. Duncan Mallory says, hey, Amanda in chat. As the one with the longest stream streak going, I would like to keep it. Yes, that makes sense, Duncan Mallory. And, I mean, so far, a lot of people are saying that we shouldn't turn it off.
The problem is with Google Chrome
Renal,
on
thank you so much
Samsung
for
browser,
the
it
100
works.
biddies. The problem is with Google Chrome. Oh, wait. I think Gladys just read it. I'm sorry. The problem is with Google Chrome on Samsung browser, it works. Oh, okay. What the heck? Google Chrome. Why? Let me grab my earbuds so I can hear you guys. I'm going to grab a paper towel so I can set up the wheel after we take a peck. Oh, no, wait. I already did take a peck, so that's done. So we updated Nightbot. We're doing the thing. Oh. What if I don't mind streaks? Well, then you can vote either way, or you can abstain from voting if you are true neutral and you don't mind either way. For people that have no opinion and just really don't care, you can just not vote if you don't want. X-Man, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Women in the olden days wore corsets, as I know you are fully aware, to get the tiny waist. That is true. They caused themselves many health problems to get a tiny waist. And some still do today. I even have a few corsets that I like to wear. I don't think you should wear corsets every day, though. They're very bad for your health. Also, just because I do it doesn't mean you should do it. Definitely don't live your life as I live my life. Listen to what I say. Do not do what I do. I definitely do a lot of things wrong, I feel. What's my favorite Halloween candy? Chocolate. I really like caramel. Does everyone have caramel? I don't know if that's... Yes, right? Caramel is not just exclusively Canadian. Jarrell, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. We're going to be doing some wheel spins in just a moment. I just need to finish getting things set up. In Microsoft Edge, it doesn't even let me log in. Whoa, what? That's so weird, Renell. I wonder what's happening with Chrome. It must be like a glitch. Move your innards up, yes. Consolidate those organs. Tethered Raven, hello. And yet the Captain America villain, the Viper, is 5'9" and 140 pounds. Yeah, that also doesn't sound accurate, does it? Does it? I mean, I guess, like, is Viper kind of svelte? She's kind of like, yeah, I don't know how that makes any sense. I feel like also, do the body styles, like, do the proportions look different even for Viper versus Rogue? Oh wait, are we talking about the same Viper? That's a question. Oh, so you celebrate Purim, Renelle? What is that like? I hate her. You hate who, Viper? Yeah, she is. What Marvel DC comic mashup would you like to see? Mine is Invisible Woman and Wonder Woman, or Scarlet Witch Zatanna. What mashup would I like to see? Like two characters versus? Like a team up? Or like amalgamation of the two characters combined together? Hey, thank you so much, Jarrell, for the donation on coffee. I still have to read your message, but I have not forgotten. It is still on my list of to-dos. I've just been insanely busy. Okay, so we've done all this. I think we just have to update the wheel. I think everything else is up to date. And I think I selected the audio correctly, so now I should hear when you guys redeem points. 140 is a good weight for a jacked woman at 5'9", comparable to many UFC fighters. Duncan Mallory says, I'm 5'5" and more than 140. Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like 140 still feels light for 5'9". I guess the women are really lean that are UFC fighters. But do they look like Viper? Because I feel like, I don't know. I'm looking right now to see some of the weights. Yeah, so these ladies, one of these ladies is 5'9" and 136 pounds. But they are like literally all muscle. Like, they also would not be drawn like this. They'd be drawn more like a brick. Because they're all muscle and probably like almost no fat. No much of anything else. Just muscle. Because muscle is pretty heavy. So it depends. It depends on what the body fat percentage is supposed to be for these characters as well. And I gotta say, based on the curves, I don't think all these characters are just muscle. I will say that. So if someone were hypothetically 5'10" and 150 pounds, would that be good? This is why I don't like this, Jamie, because of what you're just asked. Because the reality is, all people are different heights, different sizes, and what your weight is also does not necessarily translate to what you look like. Which is why I feel like these women probably would weigh more. But if you looked at them, maybe they might still look this way. But I'm just saying the mass would probably be higher. Like, I feel like weight is a hard thing to put into a visual, I guess. And the problem when we do that with superhero characters is that it means that people in their heads, and I used to do this all the time, I would look up like my favorite like celebrities, like people that I saw that I admired the way they looked, and I would actually look up like what are their measurements, like what is their weight, and then I would aspire to be that, not realizing that everybody's body is different, the composition is different, fat, muscle, bone structure, all of these things weigh stuff, our organs. And so it's hard to compare weights, I think. I think as long as you feel good and you are healthy, then you're probably doing good, is what I would say. I wouldn't worry too much about the numbers. I'd take this also with a grain of salt for me, because I do weigh myself once a week. But I also kind of have to know as an actor, like, what I weigh for, like, actual things on set. Because if you're, like, in a rigging or something, like, they have to know those things. So I do need to know it, but I do look at it myself and I do judge myself based on it. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything like that, but I still feel like it's silly that we do that. Also, it looks like no is what won the poll. We got 4 votes for yes and 9 votes for no. So I can do one in the Discord if we still want it, but it seems like most people on Twitch are kind of cool with the streaks. I don't know what to do there. I wish you could just opt out of it as a viewer. Like if you said, I don't want to worry about streaks, you could just say, I wish it was individual. And you could say, I want to or I don't want to. They should ask you guys. That would also be nice. Like it has to be a streamer has it on and you agree to it. Because I don't love that it adds anxiety to people. And if you opted out, then you'd be like, okay, other people are going to celebrate it, but I'm not part of it. So I'm like fine with that because I don't want to. All right, Dragon Trainer, have good dinner. The Harris tea. Thank you, Mime. I'm sounding more Canadian these days. Well, if we get an accent on the wheel, or if perhaps someone redeems an accent in the Twitch chat, you might hear me sounding a little bit more Southern. But there are redemptions for that. All right, let me update this wheel. Put that in the Twitch suggestion box, Amanda. I should suggest to them and be like, why don't you give viewers the opportunity to decide? Because it impacts them. So... I enjoy your response with my streak, Amanda. Aw, I love that. Yeah, I think it's fun to acknowledge them. Cherry, thank you for the highlighted message. Thanks for keeping me company as I go through sinus pain. It helps, even though my eyelids and sinus hurt. LED lights on it. Ooh, nice. Ooh, very fancy. You have a desk instead of using your dresser. I love that upgrade for you. I used to use like a little table for my streams. I had a little kitchen table here that I would move in and out before my desk. So I feel you. I had a pretty good mini vacation, except it was less of a mini vacation because I actually did a lot of work and then social stuff, which was fun, but I did a lot of work. I honestly feel like I didn't really get too much of a break. Kind of. I tried to take a bit of time off. Jarrell, I feel like a lot of people have been insecure about their bodies over time. I think it's normal. It's like very human of us to like look at other people and compare. But try to not do too much of it. The automod doesn't know if you're referring to yourself or someone else, so it held you for fatty, because bullying. It doesn't want you to bully even yourself. Is maybe what's happening there. But I think it's because it doesn't know if you're talking about somebody else, so that's why it held it. Yeah, that is a lot to go back and forth on. Zero energon is not enough. Emma Frost, height and weight. I'm going to say she's 6 foot and like 130. Or is she like 5'4" and like 115? Genko, are you multitasking? All right, let's see. What are we going to put on this wheel today? I liked your idea of a self-hug. Give yourself a hug. I think that's very cute. So I'm going to take that one, Jamie, from the suggestions thread over in Discord. She's 5'10" and 125 pounds. Yeah, that sounds pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. What does she weigh in diamond form? Yeah, she gotta be pretty heavy in diamond form. I don't even know, like, how much does Wolverine weigh again? Weren't we just talking about that? Shouldn't Wolverine be extremely heavy because of the adamantium? She's 5'10". Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like she's pretty tall. She's really tall. 6'10's pretty tall for a lady. Or what did I say? 6'10"? 6'10" would be really tall for anyone. But yeah, 5'10" is pretty tall lady. But she's got that energy. She would be a tall lady. I wish I was a tall lady. I'm not a very tall person. And I love tall people because they can reach things, and I think that's so cool. Nice, Renell. Get those LED strips up. I love LED strips. I love LED lights. They're so fun. People are always like, I love your, like, background. You're, like, a real streamer. You have, like, LEDs. And I'm like, I just have one LED light strip that goes along the top. That's it. But I would like to have more LED lights in my background. I have tall lady energy. Well, thank you, Eric. I may have big hair, but I'm not quite a tall lady. Not like Rogue. I'm pretty short. Wolverine is like 400 or 500 pounds. Yeah. If that's what it says in his bio, then that feels accurate. If it says anything else, I'm wondering which doctor they went to get some of these measurements done. Mime said, I'm 5'9" and 175. Emma's proportions are interesting. Jamie, thank you for the 100 biddies. Oh my goodness, all the little rogues.
Dude clap, dude clap, dude clap, dude clap, dude clap.
Dude clap. I like that is how Gladys reads that, as well she should. The dude clap emote. Really? I would have thought Sin was shorter, but that's the thing. It's hard to tell. This is also the same thing of, like, guessing people's weight based on how they look. That is also challenging. It is not easy to guess people's weights. Or heights, based on, like, this framing, especially. What did I want to do? I'm going to write down the rest of the things. So we have... I mean, I think we already have a few missions that I have to do in this game. Will we ever play this game? Yes. It's only been an hour, but we're going to get to it. Also, Eric, I think I owe you 4 wheel spins, because I wrote it down. So can I do those wheel spins for you today? Let me know if you want them today. We have a hero team for Ruffrey, a hero team for Lord Monk. Let's do a date. And maybe a mission. And cosmetics. And then, I don't know, we could do some fancy sips. I have a little bit of drink left from the other day. However, I was going to say I got these, like, really crazy, they're called space tokens, because they send you to outer space. And we could do one of those if we get to a second goal, I was thinking. Like, if we complete one of the goals, and then we get to another, like, next step goal, I was thinking. I might eat one. I could also nibble them slowly, but that's not as fun. If you want to spin for me, have at her. All right, Eric. Well, I owe you 4, and I owe some other people a few for today. I think Wolverine weighs 195 pounds without adamantium. Even at 5'3", 195 pounds would be pretty heavy. It would be. He's got a lot of muscle, though, so I could see that being a thing. He's got a lot of muscle. If I was Kevin Feige, who would I cast as the OG X-Men? I'm not big, actually, on fan castings, Brian, so I don't know who I'd cast as the OG X-Men. I'd have to look at who applies and see how well they did in their audition tape, and it would also depend on the script. There's a lot of conditions before I would even know where to begin as a casting director. There's a lot of steps to that process, so I don't really do a lot of fan casts, so I don't know. Lot 20 million. That is a lot of money. Sheesh. 20 mil. Renell, thank you for the 100 biddies. Problem fixed. Oh.
Works again on Google Chrome. Problem fixed.
Yay, Google Chrome has fixed their issues. Luxurious curls of Rogue, yes. It is the curls that can set off a really good Squirrel Girl. Does Squirrel Girl have curly hair too? Mime said, I'm not huge into fan casting, but I really want Sabrina Carpenter as Dazzler. Yeah, I think Sabrina Carpenter could probably do it. Didn't Sabrina Carpenter also act too? Jamie, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Vengeance. Thank you so much. We are at 226 of our 500 goal for the end of the month, and that's our first Twitch dub of the stream. If we get 9 more, you will get to vote on what the cosplay is for tomorrow's stream, or if we get 4 more members. So thank you so much, Jamie, for getting us started on that. All right, we're going to do 5 spins for Eric, and then I will go through and do spins for folks as well. 4 spins for Eric to start. Squats. All right. 5 squats as Rogue. Sugar. Squats. 10 squats. Renell, thank you for the 100 biddies. A mission. I think you already get to decide a mission, Eric, but you can decide 2 missions. My next 2 missions are Eric's choice. Self-hug. And I would encourage everyone to give themselves a hug. It is true. It is good for your brain. Human touch feels nice. Well, for people that like that sort of thing. I know some people don't. This is as much of a hug I can do for myself in my jacket, I think. Maybe like this. Good self-hug. Good hug. Can I just do 1 spin for you, pretty please? I can. I will do probably more than 1. Let's see. So those were our 4 for Eric. I got to do 10 squats. We got 2 missions for Eric. Or I don't know. Was there another Eric in stream? I think there was an Eric K who had the other mission. So this one is you. I keep the ones that are related to gameplay stuff that we haven't gotten to, and then I shout people out. Okay, 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. My legs are only just feeling better. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fun belt. Yeah, it is a pretty fun belt. This was based off of a piece of art that we saw. I don't know if it was maybe a David Nakayama cover, this belt. Did the hype train start? There's a hype train incoming. So if we get another sub, gift, or cheer, then a hype train will start. We have 1:40 on that over on the Twitch side. Thank you for the nearby hype train. All right. And now I will do some more wheel spins for the folks that have supported today. The belt is so cute. Thank you. Yeah, I love the belt. I think the jacket is my favorite. Chris, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you, Sugar. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we got to do a lot of wheel spins. So let's get started on some of those. So we have for Clay a wheel spin. And now we are on our way to a hype train here. Hype train level 1. If we get 800 bits or 2 more subs, we will complete the level 1 hype train. Cosmetics. So Chris gets to choose some cosmetics. Ah! Oh my goodness, Chris. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. You did not need to do that, my friend. Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. Thank you. Duncan Mallory! What are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for also gifting 5 subs. Chris, thanks for gifting to Hex 1000, Thor, Novastar, Elite Gamer Alan, Switch ADHD, and Duncan Mallory, thank you for gifting to Trapmaster, Katanas, Jimbo, Brimforge, and Miss Whiskers. Yes, Jimbo. Jimbo got it. How's work treating you, Chris? Hopefully treating you okay. So we did cosmetics. Is that what I spun? That's what I spun for Chris. For Chris? For Clay. For Clay? For Clay. I think I wrote Chris because Chris gifted at that moment. Is that right? I think so. So let me spin for Entertain Me. Also, Brimforge is our new stream boss over here. Welcome on in, Brimforge. Positive affirmation for Entertain Me. Okay. I will do that. Entertain Me. Thank you so much for being here and hanging with us. Jarrell, thank you so much for the 99-cent super chat. I appreciate you, and I hope that you have enjoyed the stream. Whether you're still here lurking or you just popped in earlier, let's all send some positive vibes and some good energy to Entertain Me over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It really does mean a lot to me. I would say about 15% of my income, I think, over on 10 to 15 comes from my super chats. And sometimes when I have a really good super chat month, it's a big chunk of my income over on YouTube. So thank you for supporting. You are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated, you are respected, not just within this stream, but hopefully outside of it as well. Thank you so, so much, Entertain Me. Thank you for supporting the stream. And it would not be the same without you, Entertain Me, and I really do mean that. So thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, Entertain Me. All right, let's do a spin for Lummox. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Terrell, thank you for the super chat. We are going. This is Lummox. Lummox. Lummox gets to choose our date. We have a date from Novastar. We have a request from them. Last time, Scarlet Witch or Captain America if they appear. But Lummox, you will also get to decide a date for us with our friend date. Can't actually date people in Marvel's Midnight Suns, but we can pretend in our minds. Renelle, this one's for you. For the 100 bits. 5 more squats. Jarrell, this one's for you for the $1 super chat. One of. A cosmetic. All right. And Jamie, this one's for you for the dude claps. The 100 biddies. A self hug. All right. Ira, thank you so much for the $10 sticker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Oh. 5 squats. Self-hug. Actually, maybe I should take my coat off and then I can really give myself a good self-hug here. Okay. 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel something pulling on my hair. Is it the zipper or did I zip some of my hair? I think I did. Some of my hair is like caught from the wig. Here we go. All right, 5 squats, a nice self-hug. And I would encourage all of you to give yourself a self-hug. You all deserve it. Give yourself a nice big self-hug. It'll make you feel good. Have a friend date with Doctor Strange, says Lumix. Okay. I like it. You're here for the Doctor Strange huntership that I'm creating. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. If you were gifted, if you unlocked an emote, please share it with me in chat. Choo choo, everyone. Thank you for the level 3. Dante, congrats on the 15 stream streak. Thanks for streaking. Imagine if they made an MCU dating sim. We would all lose our minds. Aw, Eagles brother, thank you for the kind message. Reynard says all the X-Men played by Sir Alec Guinness. All the X-Men played by Robert Downey Jr. Okay, let me do a spin for Renelle. And then another one for Jamie. I'm writing all these down, right? I am. All the ones that are in-game, I'm writing down. And if there is something that you know you want, you just let me know. A date. All right. So this one is for Renelle. Renelle, you get to choose who we date on our 3rd date. Jamie. This is for you. Ooh, a fancy sips. Okay. A fancy sips. Let me do that. Cheers. I know you said you only wanted 1 spin, but you deserve 2. So I gave you 2. I know you said you only wanted 1, but you're great, Jamie. So 2 spins for you. I also know that I should probably start like making it so that the tiers are a little bit higher for the spins. But I have fun doing the spins. And as long as you guys are having fun, I'm having fun. So I don't mind doing a lot of spins. I'm sure at some point I will have to change it. But like, I don't know if we've come to that point yet. But I like doing the wheel spins for you guys. So thank you for the support. Edakaye, thank you so much for gifting to my friend Sean. Don't watch me stream. Also, everyone, go follow Sean. Sean is great. Okay, let's see. So that was for Jamie. Now we have another one for Renelle for 100 bits. And that one is for Jamie, says Edakaye. All right, Edakaye would like to donate their spin to you, Jamie. This is a positive affirmation for Renelle. Renelle, thank you so much for joining me. That's crazy to hear about how these cars are selling in this economy. Thank you so much for being here and bringing your good vibes and your good energy, and for supporting. Even though you were having technical difficulties, you still worked to overcome those just to support the stream. And that means a lot to me. If you guys are ever experiencing technical difficulties, don't worry about me. Just have a good time. I'm here for you to hopefully bring a little bit of light into your day. I hope. A little bit of fun, nerdy energy where we can just all hang out. And it is honestly my pleasure. So thank you so much, Renelle, for supporting the stream and sending those 100 bits. And just for being here with us, man. I appreciate you. You are loved, you are valued, you are respected, you are appreciated. Not just within this stream, but also outside of it as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support, Renelle. The stream would not be the same without you, and I really do mean that. Thank you. The Wheel of Morality is awesome. The Wheel of Morality, I like that. Just put morals on the wheel and I have to like embody those in some way.
The Wheel of Morality is awesome.
I love it. Ira, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Oh, no worries, Jamie. No worries. Yes, if you just want one spin, that is totally fair. And I'm sorry that I didn't respect your wishes. I should also do that when people say they don't want to spin, honestly. I should just be like, okay, that's fine. I just feel like people are saying it because they don't want me to have to spin so much, and I just want you guys to know that I'm okay. But obviously, it is hard to know people's true meanings if it's like, no, don't. And as a Canadian, that's what I just assume everyone's saying. So my apologies for not respecting your wishes, Jamie, and it won't happen again. Next time, if you say one, so it shall be. And then in that case, Edakaye, I'm going to do a spin for you if that's cool, unless you don't want to spin. Also, did you get a Chikorita little Pokemon Z to A Legends badge? That's super cute. Okay, so that was for Renelle. Let's do one for Chris. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, cool. Just checking. I'll do a spin for you then, Edakaye. This is for an accent for Chris. So Chris, if you're here and there's an accent you'd like to hear me do, let me know. You get a little free accent redeem. If Chris is still here, because I know Chris was at work. So just let me know. This is also for Chris. What will the wheel give us? Cosmetics. Some cosmetics. Which is funny that I said I got that for Chris before when it was for Clay. But yes. Now we actually did get it for Chris. To be fair, I've always struggled with communication, but it's all okay. Weird misunderstandings and stuff. Oh, let's go for Southern for Rogue. All right, sugar. We can definitely go Southern. I can do a little bit of a Rogue impersonation because I'm in the outfit today. And if we're in the fit, then I feel like I must simply oblige. So thank you so much, Chris, for the accent redeem. And yeah, I totally get that, Jamie. I totally get that. I have also struggled with that in the past, so you're not alone. But you're doing great, and thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate it. It also takes a lot to just speak up and say, actually, here's what I prefer, so good on you for communicating, and I appreciate it, so thank you. The stream is an Amanda data ship, not an Amandocracy. You are the Amandata, so if you want to spin, spin away. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Critter Nation. But nah, if y'all don't want to spin, if you just want one spin, whatever y'all want, I do the spins for you, the people. So y'all can let me know if you want one or not. I know some like them. And I know there are some people here that I think just are like, just get back to the game, gosh darn it, woman. Which goodness knows, we have not even played any of the game today, so hopefully that's not what y'all came for. We are going to get to it, though. Do I have any fave ships? Well, I mean, I do love Gambit and Rogue. They are one of my favorites. I would say, who else do I love to ship together? I do love Madeline and Alex Havoc. I'm also a big fan of Magik and Kitty. My goodness, my word. I'm sticking with the X-Men right now because I'm in an X-Men state of mind. Let me see. All right, so that was for Chris, which we will get to the cosmetics when we open the game. Let me do a spin for Duncan Mallory. A positive affirmation. Duncan Mallory. Well, I do declare you are such a lovely member of the community, Duncan Mallory. And I just want to say thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the stream. I appreciate you hanging out with us. And I feel as though we are like kindred spirits in some ways. So thank you for bringing your energy here and hanging with us and having a good time. And I'm so glad that you also have an insanely long stream streak. That is impressive. It is impressive. So thank you so much for hanging with us. Duncan Mallory, you are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated, you are respected. Hopefully not just within this community, but also outside of it as well. I do appreciate you. And of course, the stream would not be the same without you, sugar. And you know I mean that. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Good night, Renelle. Have good sleeps. Poked you right in the eyes. We also have to do, was that 5 minutes? I'll go a little bit long. I don't remember how long we've been talking like this for. I'll do a couple more minutes just to be safe. I agree. I second that. Ted the Raven is saying Maddie and Alex over him and Lorna? Yes. Yes. I'm more of a Maddie Alex shipper than I'm a Lorna Dane Alex shipper. Mm-hmm. Jarrell, let me spin for you. Magik and Kitty, yes. I'd love to see it happen one day. Another cosmetic? My goodness. I hope I have enough of the, what is it called? The polish or whatever, the shine for these. What do we get? We get, they got a weird name in the game. Currency for cosmetics. Shine? Is that what it is? And then we have for Edakaye. And then I got 2 spins for Ira, one for the sticker, one for the super chat, and another one for Jarrell for the coffee donation. Thank you so much for getting me closer to Phoenix, y'all. A date. Oh my goodness. Edakaye, who do you think we should go on a friend date with? Let me know if you have a preference. Ronell, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you so much for the mod appreciation, Marvel love. Much love. Marvel man. Much love to our mods. Nutty ladies for the win. I agree. I agree. I wish I had the shine. Isn't that like in The Shining, what you get when you got powers? Yeah, what is it called? We're going to find out in a minute because I'm going to open it. Thank you so much for the mod love, y'all. Okay, so that was for Edakaye. So for Ira, $5 super chat. Another accent, and I think I can let this one go. Ira, if you're still here and you have a preference for accent over in the YouTube chat, let me know. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in. And then I've got... Renelle, and then another one for Ira, and one more for Renelle for the 100 biddies. Cosmetics. All right. Renelle, we have an in-game cosmetic. I gotta do a lot of cosmetic stuff in this game. And then for Ira, another self-hug. And for Jarrell, surprise accent. All right, let me see if I can find one of the wheels that Jamie was spinning before. A be kind. All right, so I'll say for a be kind in honor of Jarrell. I love that I find joy in my day-to-day work and activities. I have had times when I've been struggling with this, but I'm really trying to come from a place lately of making stuff because I really love it and just bringing that energy so that I can hopefully share some of that energy with other people. And I really love that I've been focusing on that lately, and I think I've been doing a good job. And then a self-hug here for Ira. Which I would encourage everyone else to do. I'd also encourage everyone to share a be kind in the chat with us if you feel like you want to, or if you just want to say it out loud to yourself or think it. Just manifest some kindness for yourself in some way, in any way you can. I like these self-hugs. They really do make me feel great. We should also add some yoga onto the wheel at some point. This is a look that I could do yoga in. Was I working out? Nah. I've just been here chatting with everybody. We did do some squats, though. We did indeed. Aw, Rapala, thank you so much for the kind message, the highlighted message. Your energy is one of the best things in this world. I don't know about that, but thank you. I'll try to take that as a compliment and take that compliment. I'm not good at that. I want to know if I should get some fancy sips today. Taro says yes. Aw, nice, Jamie. Oh my gosh, yeah, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm very excited to see when it's all together, if you feel like sharing. I was also wondering if we should do, like, some kind of costume contest for Halloween, if people want to share their costumes on Discord. I don't know if people would be into that, but I'd love to showcase some of your guys' costumes and do a little contest. Mime, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you find the streams inviting. The cut of your jib is a jib cut, right? Yes. I like to call it a jib cut. Oh no. Oh no, Dichotic, are you okay? Oh my goodness. I hate when people deliver packages and leave it out in the rain. It's like, dude, in what reality is that going to be a good scenario for anyone? When drivers do that? Are you okay? You hurt yourself? Yikes. Like I said, Renelle, if you find anywhere else that's offering something more competitive, might be time to consider maybe a different spot, because it sounds like work has been kind of stressful for you lately, and you don't deserve that. Ugh, jarred your back pretty badly? Did you, like, fall? Oh, no. That's okay, Eric. I know what you mean. I work on the internet. Everybody's spelling and grammar these days could use a bit of work. All of us, I think. Yes, just try to rest. And do you have any, like, thing that you can put on your back, Dichotic? Like a heat pack or an ice pack or something? Oh, oh. That's the worst. I've literally fallen really hard on my tailbone and ow. Ow. And it just, like, radiates up your back. Aw, thanks, Mime. Well, I hope you have a good time playing. Are you playing some Fortnite? Have a good time playing games with your friend. And thanks so much for hanging out with us. And feel free to come back if we're still live later. We're going to be live for a bit. So I did all the wheel spins. So now we're going to jump into the game, finally. Now that it's been an hour and a half. I guess we'll actually play the game. Yeah, let's see if it gives me a time. 19 hours, it says. So I think that is 1 p.m. So I guess we'll be streaming at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Will be the goal. Why did I close Steam? Also, there's a part of me that has to pee. But I don't want to pee. Because then I have to take off my entire getup. It sucks because it's all one suit. Oh my goodness, I can actually preload the game. I will do that after stream today. That wasn't available earlier this morning, but now I can preload Bloodlines too. Ooh, I'm excited. The bladder, Amanda? Yes, the bladder. That's the organ I could do without. It stops me from streaming. It interrupts my stream. Nice. Well, I'm glad that you let them know, Dichotic. That's good. Because they shouldn't be leaving packages out in the rain. Oh, also we have to do a poll for the cosplay. Does anyone have any suggestions? Oh my, it's quite loud. Does anyone have any suggestions for the cosplay that we should do tomorrow? Will it recognize my game? No? There we go. It did, actually. Okay, we're going to continue. But first we're going to do cosplay stuff. Jessica Rabbit again. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch would be good. I did do a poll for streaks. It was 9 people said no to turning it off, and 5 people said yes, I think. Can I see my results? I think it was 9 to 5. So we'll just go back to the me cam for a second while I set up this poll, and then we will jump into the game. I did enjoy Good Fortune. I think some of the stuff with Aziz, like if you get into some of the behind the scenes on that movie, it's a little yikes. But the movie itself, just as it is, I thought was quite good. If your stream is interrupted, you should see a doctor. Eric. Why would you do this to me, Eric? So Scarlet Witch, Jessica Rabbit again. That's true. Cherry has predicted it pretty much every time. This is true. Let's see what the YouTube side is saying. Jarrell, you fell on your tailbone at 9 or 10? Yeah, Mime, thank you for the lurk if you're gaming and leaving the tab open. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, no, it's not pleasant. I've really messed up my tailbone before falling on it. It's really bad. Like, just your back in general is so... It's so important. Do I have an MCU dream role you'd want to play? You probably get asked that a lot. I do. If I were going to play anyone, I would love to play Madeline or Pryor or Squirrel Girl. I feel like those are my 2 picks. I'll play Jean if I must to play Maddie. But really, Maddie's my dream role. I'd also love to be Dazzler. I'd go blonde for Dazzler. I love Dazzler. First Marvel crush, Trekopedia. One of my first crushes ever, period, I feel like, in terms of like an animated series, was probably Jubilee and Rogue. Yeah, it does interest me, Dichotic. I would like to check out some of the DLC. Do we play it after the main game, or is it like integrated in with the main game? Oi, what's this about behind the scenes? It is Keanu in it? It does. It has Keanu and Aziz Ansari and Seth Rogen, all of whom I think are good actors. I think Aziz is like good. Seth Rogen is great, and Keanu is amazing in it. And Aziz also wrote and directed the movie. And Aziz Ansari is the one that really has some of the drama behind the scenes. It's just that he recently went to, it's kind of political, so I mean, like, I'll just touch on it briefly, but I don't want to linger on it if that's cool with you guys. He recently went to Saudi Arabia for a comedy festival. A bunch of comedians went. There were high-profile comedians, so it wasn't just Aziz. But Aziz was actually asked about it on Jimmy Kimmel, and he basically said that, like, because Kimmel was, like, you know, like, doing some bad things over there, and he was like, yeah, but I feel, especially looking the way I do and being Muslim, that it was, like, something that I really wanted to do, and after having thought about it, it was something that I ultimately decided to do. And so... Welcome to the Thank you for the gun show. And so he did it. And so that is part of the controversy, especially considering some of the messages in the film. And then the other thing is obviously the previous stuff that happened back in 2017. But it's been a while for that. And having read a lot of that stuff, I think that it was more of a misunderstanding. And one of those situations where, like, he was just kind of being a kind of ignorant jerk in that situation. But I don't think that means, like, that defines him forever as who he is. So, and hopefully he has grown from that experience. But the other stuff with, the Riyadh festival is, like, yikes. Thank you, Spooky Rob, for the gun show. The Midnight Suns DLC. Open admission, Keanu is my bae. Duncan Mallory. I 100% support that. They can thread through playing the main campaign. It makes more sense that it's happening at the same time as the main story. Oh, okay. So it is beneficial to buy the DLC, like, while you're playing the game or before you start the game. Yeah. Yeah, people are allowed to learn and grow from their mistakes. So having, like, read what happened, I was like, that's bad. But I could see where someone might just, like, not be thinking clearly. And I've been in those situations with people that I don't think were bad people. So I think that they were misguided by some things and expectations and stuff. So, yeah. But you guys can look into it if you want. If you look up, like, Aziz Ansari news, I'm sure it will come up if you want the tea on it. Yeah, honestly, Renelle, I support you all the way. I feel like maybe it's time to leave and find something else. I mean, ideally, if you can find something else before you leave, that's always great. But you shouldn't be forced to work for someone that doesn't appreciate you and that also doesn't appreciate customers. That always bothered the heck out of me as someone that does really, like, really cares about customer experience. It is very near and dear to my heart. And I've worked at places where, because I cared about other employees, I was told I don't care enough about customers because I'm not willing to, like, let customers walk all over people. And I was like, I am so all about customers. Just also, we have to hold customers to standards too, like we do employees. No one needs to be rude. Oh my goodness, Mime said, I will say, I'd still smash Aziz. Fair enough, Mime. To each their own. I mean, I will say, I still think Aziz is a good writer. I liked the script. I thought it was good. I like coffee, not tea. Oh, fair enough, Eric. Fair enough. Okay, so I think I've seen 4 suggestions. Jessica Rabbit and Scarlet Witch. So I'll add some of my own suggestions in there, maybe. I mean, tomorrow is Bloodlines, so we could also do Vampirella might be relevant. Perhaps. So Scarlet Witch and Jessica Rabbit. I don't want to do any repeats, but you guys get to decide on it. You suggest, so that takes precedence. And I mean, we might have to do repaints. Actually, I feel like I do have enough costumes though. I have like an insane amount of costumes. The amount of cosplay in my closet is crazy. And everywhere is crazy. And I said Vampirella. Do I have anyone else that's like kind of vampire-y? Yeah, Vampirella could be good. I'm down for one more. I'm just trying to think of who else suits the vibes. Am I excited for Back to the Future Day tomorrow? I wasn't aware it was Back to the Future Day tomorrow. October 21st? Is that when they go back? October 21st, yep. That's when they go to the future. That'll be fun. Are you doing anything special for Back to the Future Day, Andrew? Do I have a Buffy cosplay? I do not. Vampire Jubilee would work. I don't have a Jubilee cosplay, no. I don't think I would ever cosplay as Jubilee, even though I love Jubilee. Malice? It's also Carrie Fisher's birthday. Oh. Happy birthday and rest in peace to Carrie Fisher. We could do Malice. Alas, I do not have a Lady Death cosplay. All right, the polls have begun. Feel free to get your votes in. I'll let those cook for a bit. Oh, I need a controller. Let me get a controller. Sorry, did I ask if you have any Star Wars cosplay? Do you have any Trek cosplay? No, I don't really have either. I have, like, some Star Wars and Star Trek merch, and I have a lightsaber, and I have a little romper that's inspired by the TNG uniform, but that's about it. A Dark Willow cosplay from Buffy. Yo, that would be sick, Dichotic. That would be a good one. Wow, Malice could be anyone, technically. Malice could be anyone? What do you mean, Tethered Raven? Okay. Okay, let me grab my controller. What about Vampire Jessica Rabbit? I could do a Vampire Jessica Rabbit, I guess. I have vampire fangs that I could put in. We could maybe do that. I don't know what else I would have to signify that she's a vampire. The one thing I will say about Jessica Rabbit is it's already enough just with the dress. So I'm usually like, I'm just going to leave it just with the dress and keep everything else pretty simple. But maybe we could do like, I don't know, like a little bit of blood. I don't know if I have blood in my house right now. I might be out of blood. So that's my only thing. But maybe. I'll see what I can do. Can I throw together a Lara Croft cosplay? I don't have a wig. So Not really. And I don't know if I still have the shorts. I used to have a Lara Croft cosplay. But then I wore it and some people were like, that's not Lara Croft because I did the all black look. So, kind of. My hair isn't brown. Her hair is brown. So I would need a wig and then I'd have to braid the wig and style it. I'm not good at styling wigs, so I prefer to buy wigs pre-styled. So I'd prefer to have a wig that was already braided. Because they don't always work as well for styling. I mean, I have... Lara Croft doesn't have bangs, does she? Does she have bangs? Her hair is auburn. No, her hair's brown. My hair is not auburn anyways, though. My hair is like ginger, like copper. She has some hair indeed. I need to just go in here so I can look at all the stuff that we had to do for redemptions. Oh wait, we were supposed to do a surprise accent, and I forgot to spin that wheel. Let me do that. For Ira. All right, well, I guess I'm going back to kind of a bit of a southern sound based on what I got here. Going back to a bit of a southern. We're going to do a different southern. Not going to be doing rogue for this one. That's good to hear, Dichotic. I'm glad you made that doctor's appointment. I hope you feel better. And I hope that you... Hopefully you don't need it. Hopefully you wake up tomorrow and you're feeling a lot better. And you didn't mess everything up too bad. Reminds you of Arthur Morgan. Alright. Short bangs. I guess it depends on which game you're cosplaying. Yeah, I've done the completely black look, which I think is more like the movies. Kind of that look. And I think when she was played by Angelina Jolie, she also kinda, I mean, I guess she doesn't have bangs because when her hair is all the way pulled back, she got nothing. But she does kind of have the two pieces. So I would say we just do hair in a straight braid, but I would want to be a brunette. I don't really think she has red hair. Lara Croft had red hair. Name is Remy LeBeau. Oh, that's more of my Cajun. Which I will not do here because I don't have to do it. But when I do think about it, I kind of go into it a little bit. What about, I will be posting intro video. Oh, nice. Maybe watching the first 2 Back to the Future movies. Nice, Andrew. Well, I hope you have a good Back to the Future day. Trekopedia says they have new BTTF steelbooks for each movie, including 4K, Blu-ray, and digital copies at Walmart now. I don't think Lara Croft has enough time in her day to style bangs every morning. Yeah, she just puts her hair in a braid and she gets going. In the first 5 games, her hair was auburn. I just remember it being brown. I don't remember it being auburn. I mean, auburn is technically a form of brown. So it's still pretty brown, usually. Like, if you look up auburn, it's got a hint of red, but it's mostly still pretty brown. Like here when I'm looking it up. This is what I get when I search auburn, which to me still looks pretty dark. I would not call this auburn hair, by the way. This is way too light to be considered auburn. That's not. And that's not, but that is in the center. But I've always thought Lara Croft, first game. Let's see. Yeah, to me, her hair just looks really brown. Is it a little red? Maybe a little bit. She has like those little pieces that she dangles. She's kind of got like she's kind of got like some side bang vibes. Yeah, I guess it's got a little bit of a red tinge. I can kind of see if like the light's on it. Kind of see it. But still much darker, I would say, than my hair. Like kind of how Rogue sometimes is a bit of an auburn, a brunette. That's what I would say it kind of reminds me of. It is fun to get into the nitty gritty of the design. Mostly brown with like a hint of red. Yeah. Which, to be fair, that's basically what I think of when I think of auburn. Although it seems like some people now are just calling red hair auburn on the internet. And I disagree with that. I'm like, no, that's just red hair. There's a bit of a difference there. Hello, Eric. Welcome in. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to do... Okay. The poll has ended. So let's see what everybody put into. Vampirella won on the Twitch side with 6 votes. And on the YouTube side, Jessica Rabbit won with 46% of the votes, which is 5 votes. And Vampirella had 6 votes over on the Twitch side. And on the YouTube side for Jessica Rabbit, she had 2 more votes. So they had 7 votes. But Vampirella also had some extra votes on the YouTube side. She had 27% of the votes, which comes to 3 votes. So Vampirella still just slightly takes it. She'd be at 9. And Jessica Rabbit would be at 7 between both sides. And then Scarlet Witch in second place on Twitch with 4. And 5, 6, 7 would be Scarlet Witch between both sides. So pretty much some almost even support on both for Wanda. And Malice got 3 votes over on Twitch and 0 votes over on YouTube. You tried, Jamie. You tried. Ooh, that's a good question, Jamie. What is everyone's preferred hair color for Scarlet Witch? I like her both ways, to be honest. I like her as a brunette, and I like her as a redhead. I think both work for her. It was a good nomination. I'm sure we'll get to Wanda at some point. Alright, we got to do some customization here. And I need your help. There are some people I spun for on this. So, for cosmetics, we got clay. I think this has also been 5 minutes, so I think I can stop this. Yeah, YouTube hates Malice for some reason. Thank you, Ira, for the random accent. I hope you enjoyed that if you were still here watching with us. For cosmetics, Chris, Jarrell, Renell. Jarrell, you get to pick 2 cosmetics. And Clay, you all get to pick some cosmetics. So let me know if you have a preference here. No worries, Duncan Mallory. I hope you have a good time with Harmony. Send her our love. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a good rest of your evening or day. Okay, so we need to do... We could change it for me. We could unlock some cosmetic, some customization options for my character. We could also unlock some customizations for the other characters. So if there's another character you like, I can show you. But I'll just show you guys everything, and then those of you that get to redeem something. So Jarrell, you get 2 things. Chris gets 1. And Renelle, you get 1. For any of those folks that are here, tell me if there's something you like. And Clay, you get 1 as well. Lantern Zone, welcome in. Surly Barber, thank you so much for being a member. The cosplay has to be something that I already have in my closet, and I do not have a Ginger Gilligan's Island cosplay in my closet currently. So I don't know if I could do that one. I guess Ginger mostly just wears clothes, though. So, do I have anything that looks like something out of Ginger's wardrobe? I'd have to make my hair look shorter. No, I don't know anything like that. Or like that. Or like that. Yeah, I'd probably want to get something specific. And also figure out how to style my hair in that kind of do. Because that's a very stylized, like, of the era hairstyle. So I'm gonna need a little bit more hair skills probably. Or a wig. For Ginger. Good suggestion, though. Yes, this is the hair that I chose for Hunter. Everyone always comments on her hair. So we can do for Hunter options for customizations. I have this athletic black shirt, long sleeve black and white, gray sweater, clean white t-shirt, her red tank top, ooh, it's kind of cute, a white tank top, the emo kid shirt, her shop class shirt, her athletic wear, which is what we're wearing right now, her compression pent up. We gotta redeem that one, but man, that's pretty cool. Very shiny. Long sleeve Hunter shirt, sleeveless light Hunter, tank top Dazzle 'em. Is this a Dazzler shirt? Lightbringer? T-shirt Brotherhood. Magneto was right. Oh my gosh, that's great. And then we also have bathing suits we can unlock. We're in the athletic. We have her one piece, her athletic, her other athletic. So white athletic and a gray athletic. We got combat outfits. So we got different colors that we could do for the... Ooh, I kind of like the all white look for the main one. It is some big hair. It's true. It's true. Have we unlocked any of her other looks? That's it. That's all we have right now is the different palettes for her standard look. Still pretty cool, though. Can I make her hair bigger? No. This is as big as it goes. Oh, we do have some face coverings that we could do. Face masks. Capital, Iridium, Force, Saboteur. Yo, I look like evil like this. No, Time Lord guy, that was not my rogue accent. It was a southern accent, but it's not the type of accent I do for rogue. I was doing that one earlier on in stream. Hello, Time Lord guy, welcome in. Ira suggested a surprise accent, and I spun a wheel, and that was the accent it gave me. A little bit more of a harder southern accent. Maybe a little bit more Texan? And then our room upgrade options. We have a nightstand frame, a bedside table, a bookshelf, an end table frame, a serving table frame, a couch, a mirror, a regal fireplace, a rug, this is the A rug, the B rug, a writing desk, wall frames, so we can put some pictures up, And that is our upgrades for the room. We can also customize our room. So we can change the color of the bed, or we can change the color of the curtains. Right now we have a purple bed. You could do black or blue or orange or green or yellow or white, or we could go back to the kind of beige color that we had before. And for the curtains, they're red right now, but we could do black, blue, cream, white, purple, green, or yellow. I'm going to check to see what our customization options are for the rest of our group, because I know they all have some too. I don't think anyone said anything yet for claiming. But the people that can redeem some cosmetics today, we've got Clay, Jarrell gets 2, Chris, and Renelle. So if any of you are here and want me to change anything, just shout it out in the chat if you're those people. Some people are in Virginia. All right. Okay, maybe it was a little bit more Virginia sounding. I was trying to not... I was just trying to not do something that's so Mississippi sounding. This looks like Palia with superheroes. I've only seen a little bit of Palia, but I don't know if those are similar. Is there cards in Palia? Like, are you fighting with cards? So for Blade, we have the OG for his casual look, or we have Shadow Warrior. He's also got bathing suits. We could switch to his board shorts. For his combat outfits, we've got the default. We've got an alternative color where it's just kind of more gray, Steel Wind. We've also got Blade 1602. Oh, did I just buy that? No, I don't think so. Oh, wait, do I have to have... I have to buy this with money, I think. This is not gloss. This is money. I need Eclipse credits for these. There's also Demon Hunter. Yeah, I think I have to buy these. We could maybe get them with a bundle. I wonder if that comes with the DLC. But you still have to unlock them in game. That's interesting. For Carol... Oh, you meant the items in room inventory are similar to Palia. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I haven't really played. I've only seen a little bit of Palia. That's cool. I do want to check out Palia at some point. Where is my wallet? I know. Medieval Blade is pretty cool. So for Carol, we have her default casual look. We've got her bomber. We've got her warbird shirt. And then for bathing suits, we got her one piece. And for her outfit... we do have a different color scheme, binary color scheme. And we've also got Marvel, which I have to buy, I think. I've also got Medieval Marvel. For Iron Man, we can do his tech tuxedo. Or for his swimwear, we've got his board shorts and pink board shorts. Wow. And for his combat outfit, we have the default, but we have a different color, blackout. We've also got Bleeding Edge and Iron Knight. Oh, Jamie, that has happened to me before too. I know, when you're like, sorry, could you just repeat that? And then I always feel bad because I have to ask them to repeat something like 10 times. Rise and Grind for our boy Ghost Rider. Shop class, Hell Rod. You know what we didn't put on the wheel? Lore. I should put Lore on the wheel. And then for his combat outfits, we have the Death Knight and Spirit of Vengeance. And do I have any alternate colors? I don't have any alternate colors for Robbie yet. And then his board shorts. And then for Magik, we have a Lil Bob, School Spirit, Emo Kids, or Headbanger. For her swimsuit, we have her one piece. For her combat outfit, we have the default. I don't have any colors for it yet, sadly. New Mutants and Phoenix 5. And for Nico, we've got her default, Wool Witch, Emo Kids, Sisterhood, The Love Cosmic. Aw, cute. And she also has a one piece. And we do have a color for Nico. We can do white and black. It's called Clean. And we've also got Shadow Witch, and we've got Sister Grimm. And for Spider-Man, hey Locke, welcome in. A surly barber says it's been 20 years now and I still can't figure out why Nicolas Cage was cast as Johnny Blaze. Might as well cast Danny DeVito as Colossus. Do you think Nick Cage and Johnny Blaze look that different? I feel like Danny DeVito and Colossus would be pretty extremely different physically. I think Nicolas Cage at least like could have the same physicality as Johnny Blaze. No? Like, he's not blonde, so there's that. I think Johnny Blaze is blonde. But I personally, I feel like, other than that, like, I feel like they kind of got the look going. He's similar, like, size. I think. Not super familiar with Johnny Blaze. I know a little bit about Johnny Blaze, but he's not like my favorite Ghost Rider, so I'm not as well versed. So hopefully it continues, Locke. Love a good start to the week. Darmarius, we were talking about it earlier. I did hear about it. Nick Cage was just way too old for Johnny Blaze. How old was he when Ghost Rider came out? I thought he was like in his 30s. 2007. Nicolas Cage age. 61 years old. He was born in 64. So 74, 84, 94. So he was 43. He doesn't look 43 in that movie though. He looks like he's in his 30s. I feel like. How young do you want Johnny Blaze to be, though, I guess is the question. Like, if you're thinking he's, like, 19, then, yeah, that's fair. But if you're thinking he's, like, in his 30s, then I'd say not so bad. How old was RDJ when he started being Iron Man? I feel like he was late 30s. He's 60, so he's only 4 years younger than Nick Cage. So, yeah, he would have been in his 40s, I guess. Right? 42, yeah. They de-aged him. Did they de-age him in 2007? Could we de-age people back then? I thought we didn't get de-aging tech until like 2010. Around there. They de-aged him in Ghost Rider? They de-aged Nicolas Cage in Ghost Rider. Question mark? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it, but maybe. Oh, you mean they use makeup to de-age him? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, everyone wears makeup on set. So, that's probably true. Everyone wears makeup on set to make you look nicer usually. Or sometimes not so nice, depending on what the role is. So for Spider-Man, we have the default. We have all new team, and we have shop class. And then he's got trunks and board shorts. And then for his default, I don't have any color palettes yet, but there is the demon spider and the symbiote suit. But I don't hear anything from anyone in chat, so I'll give it a minute to see if anyone did see anything that they like. People may have been waiting to see all of the options, but those are all of them. Gotta go talk to Nico. They did give Nick Cage a CGI six-pack. I thought he actually got a six-pack for that role. Was it CG? Admittedly, I haven't seen Ghost Rider in a while, but I just feel like him not looking the part is like not as severe as Danny DeVito and Colossus is all I'm saying, is if we were to cast those two.
Tonight's the night for emo kids. You coming?
Locke says, I like the Carnage looking Spider-Man. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Otto said, I like the black suit for Spidey. Also pretty cool. I gotta buy those ones, but they're there. They're an option. I don't know how much it costs, so I'd have to look. Yeah, I mean, Otto, maybe you've watched it more recently than I have. I don't remember the makeup being noticeably thick. Hi, Antonio. Welcome in. Right. You thought he was great, but just too old. So, like, what is the appropriate age for Johnny Blaze, though, would you say? I think that Iron Man being older, like RDJ being in his 40s, I think is a clear sign that, like, any actor can really kind of be any age and do whatever. It just is about how they play the character. So maybe it just didn't work for you. Like, maybe he just didn't do a good enough job. Tonight's the night for emo kids. You coming? Yeah, I'm coming.
Lead the way.
Are we going right now? Oh, dang. All right. I didn't know we were going right this minute, but I'm down. But yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, so maybe the makeup is, like, really bad. It's been probably since, like, the movie came out that I've seen it. I may have seen it on TV. So I don't know. Watched it a few months ago? Okay, yeah, fair enough. By choice, Otto? Did you watch it by choice? There's no good tacos near you, Locke? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's sad when you don't have tacos. Right, but in the movie, don't they do like a flashback to all of that? Also, he has to still, like, he still gets older as time goes on, doesn't he? So, like, I don't know if, does he stay reckless forever, Johnny Blaze? I feel like he grows and changes. By choice. I like the first one. Okay. So you like it, but you're just saying you think that Nicolas Cage, you're agreeing with a Surly Barber that Nicolas Cage is a really weird cast for Ghost Rider. Because he's too old. Iron Man can be old, but Ghost Rider must be young. Because he's reckless.
Nico wishes to speak. I'll wait.
Okay. Well, what about you, Doctor Strange? Anything?
I need a few moments before we begin. Miss Minoru can fill you in.
All right, then Nico,
And
it's
the
up to
emo
you.
kids are back for another deep dive into the night of your death.
Great, I love
When can we
that.
start?
Soon. Strange asked to lead tonight's meeting. He's prepping the... I don't know what exactly. It involves a lot of weird math.
A lot of weird
While he's
math. A
preparing
lot of magic
his,
math?
The theorems, I guess? You should talk to Magik. She'll explain how we use ingredients.
All right.
You already provided ingredients, so
I
it was
did?
pointless for Nico to send you. To make up for this, I shall tell you something of mild interest.
Ooh.
Remember, ingredients make mystical trinkets. Excess trinkets go to you.
What?
I will provide a new list for the next meeting. Check your
So if
spark
I give you
tomorrow.
extra ingredients, you're gonna give me some
Enough about
trinkets?
ingredients. I said more words than strange. Has he prepared yet? I have plans for after.
What plans?
Yeah.
Solitary plans.
Okay.
All my preparations are complete. And now for a thorough explanation of this week's delicate divinations. However, Miss Minoru insisted I provide a summary, if you request it.
Fire Thunder, you make a good point. Even older people can be reckless man children and women children. We can all be children, really. There's no age requirements. I agree with that. I know some people that are very reckless that are older than I am. Which I'm pretty old as a vampire. I know some older people that are even more reckless than me. And I know younger people that play it a lot more safe. So that is true. Magik stole Nicki Minaj's hair. It kind of does look a little Nicki Minaj. I can see that. Mime said, I know a lot of reckless old men, I feel. There might be some. There might be some out there. It's true. Lantern Zone says, I'm pretty reckless. Lantern Zone, maybe you should be Johnny Blaze. Bring that reckless attitude. But does Nick Cage play it reckless at all in the movie? It's been such a long time since I've watched it. So I don't know. I just remember liking it all right. Jamie, I feel you. Yesterday the sun set like right after 6 and I was like, ew. Oh guys, the sun is already set and now the time is mine as a vampire, but I am sad that the sun is gone so quickly. I have so much time in my evenings. How do I fill the time? What about magic? What about magic?
Did Miss Rasputin make a request?
And a gesture, neither which bear repeating.
I want to know exactly what you will do to me.
Wonderful. Our previous attempt to tease out your missing memories was limited by the ritual's pentagonal fundaments.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the concept of a hypercube?
No.
A what?
No matter. A hypercube is far too simplistic. We must turn to the humble pentaract.
Mm-hmm.
More precisely, a decaturonic inversion of the ritual framework. This
What?
shall augment the recovery of your
Decaturonic?
memoria absentis.
Why do you gotta say that
Sure.
like that, even
I've
strange?
completely lost you, haven't I?
Perhaps you could give me the summary.
We do the same as before, but this time we zap you with more mystical power.
That is it?
That's it. Shall we begin?
I guess so.
Go ahead.
Zap me.
Where do your memories last leave off?
I was running through the Abbey grounds.
Good. Now, focus
Whoa, what was that? Was that us?
And now, wake your mind from slumber.
Baboom.
I burst into the clearing,
Baboosh.
expecting an army. Instead, I find her. She sits at the center of a muddy circle. For a moment, I wonder if she sleeps.
Tell us, Hunter. Tell us who you see.
My mama.
I see
Lilith.
the mother of demons, herald of the manifold dream, she who tends what dwells beneath. I see Lilith. I see my...
Myself.
What's happening here?
Nothing.
What, you got a spidey sense too?
I was taking a walk. I heard the chanting.
Ooh.
Crap, I messed up the binding formula.
As I most definitely told you, lemon scented is no replacement for actual lemon.
What exactly is going on?
Oh boy,
The
we're in
Hunter's
trouble.
resurrection, though miraculous, was incomplete. We're attempting to restore a rather crucial set of memories.
How Hunter killed Lilith the first time.
You're not mad, are you?
I'm not mad. But next time you do this, I'd like to observe.
Of course. Next time.
We should have invited her.
Quiet, you.
I'm also realizing on my screen I don't actually have all the things that I need because I was doing a collab recording. So let me put my Twitch alerts up here. My alerts and my throne. And I'll just say if we get to our next goal, then I'll have a space token. Let's just say that space token. Something smells good. Someone is making something that is tasty, I imagine. What happened to the whole, if you mess up a spell, you can endanger live speech? We talked about that last time, messing up a spell and how couldn't we, like, blow up? But I guess the binding spell is not that. You can smell that? You're eating ribs? Oh, nice, Eric. That must be what I smell. It smells really good. Lantern Zone said, I'd rather play Captain America myself, but I'm scared of motorcycles and can't act to save my life. Well, you could learn.
Definitely making progress.
You have the
How are
reckless
you
attitude
feeling?
down. So that's a
I'm
step in
fine.
the right direction.
About Caretaker, we never invited her because it seemed cruel to make her relive your death.
Right. You should have told her, though, probably.
This is just as awkward for me as it is for her.
I'm sorry about that. I know you two have some, a lot of friction between you. I'll speak with her before the next meeting. Smooth things over.
Thank you.
And with that, we're done for the day. You leaving?
Not yet. I'm gonna talk
In
to
a minute.
Magic
Let
and
me
Dr.
know when you're
Strange.
heading out.
See if there's anything else going on over here.
You see? A much simpler method of restoring your memory. And nothing caught aflame.
That's always nice.
Before, I thought this meeting would be useless. Now, an enjoyable kind of useless. So I shall remain.
Oh, nice. Cute.
Hey, kiddo. Just be careful what you wish for.
Sometimes it's nice to know, how you died. Can be helpful. Especially when you're trying to fight Lilith, and we
Another
don't really
meeting
know how to do
completed.
that yet.
You heading out?
Yes.
That is
That's
it for
good.
me.
Just want to make sure I talk to everyone.
Sounds good.
Me
See you
and
next
my
meeting.
superpowers. I have amazing senses. Yes, I can smell across the oceans. Interesting, Fire Thunder. I don't know if we've gotten to that spot yet. Can you give us like a little clue as to what it's about without any spoilers? Huh, interesting. What are you guys talking about for, Oh, what? Make sure I get vitamin D. That's also a good thing to get. That is true. I should get some vitamin D supplements. Holy gift. The next hero card played is not discarded. Oh, exhaust. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Wait, what do I do? Did I do it? I did it. Astral meditation. Restore 2 combat items. Use this mission. Use this mission. +2 redraws. Exhaust. Oh, that's pretty good. Gives me 2 hero points. Agamotto's Gaze. Draw the last 2 attacks played. Give drawn attacks +9 damage until played or discarded. Next start turn with 4 card plays. Ooh. Ooh, I already own 2 of these. What? How do I not have these in my deck? What do you mean I own 2? This is new? I mean, this sounds way better, though. I guess the 2 redraws are pretty cool. Let's get exhausted. Thank you for the stretch and the posture check, Marvel Man. Thank you for the hydrate, Dick Grayson. Oh, so Jamie, the over-the-counter ones your doctor was saying are better for like keeping things leveled, but like if you want something to be absorbed properly, that's where prescriptions can be better. There's probably something to that. There's probably something they put in there. I mean, one of the things that people say in terms of taking supplements is you just need to make sure that you also have other things in your diet so you can absorb the vitamins, because the reason why vitamins work best in like our food is because there's other stuff in there that like helps us to absorb it, I think. It involves magic. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a ton of magic story yet, so we'll see when we get there. I mean, I guess I should take this because I don't have any of these, but this is sick. How have we not been playing with this? Is this not just coming up or anything? I already own 2, it says. Alright, well, guess I'll grab that, even though the other one's crazy good. But it's already a plus, so it's already leveled up. So does that mean I already own 2 that are leveled up, or? Okay, Doctor Strange. Hello. Oh, so the plus I didn't own. Okay, I should have grabbed that one then. Then I would have had an upgraded one, which would have been sick because it gives you the +9 damage. Oh, dang. Okay, well now I know. Just because you have it doesn't mean that you have the upgraded version. It just means you have that card in some form.
I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done.
What's up, Big H?
They call me Big H.
Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on.
Yep.
Yes? Hello?
All this excitement has really gotten me thinking about forming a team of my own. Spider-Man and his astonishing pals. His Stupendous companions? I'm circling it, I know.
It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring. Okay, a black and red herring, but still.
That's a good point. I don't think they're really who we're after.
Man, I
That's
just
for
wish
sure.
I could have brought my brother Gabe along.
Look at those grapes.
He'd love this place.
Hail, Holy One! Or is it unholy? Yet to be determined.
Okay, so everyone's just here chilling. So I think we did everything for today. I think we did some exploring last time. So we should probably go to sleep and then just like start a new day. Look for any essence and any gloss. That's what it's called. Gloss for cosmetics. Four credits.
What's up, Ancient One?
Nothing in here except for these runes. I still don't really know what to do with them. Maybe if I rearrange them, though, it'll change something. Because we haven't really tried anything yet with them. Gloss. Whoa, has this always been here? Wondagore Everbloom. Gloss. Veneration of the Elder Gods, Bowl of Offering the Chalice. In her full glory, humble yourself before her, and present a chalice pure to drink of her blessings.
Ah, I see.
The Cave, February 14th, 1692. Word of mouth travels fast in these parts. Others came to the grove, not knowing what was what, but knowing there is danger in staying. Me and the boy had them inside the cave in no time, pulling some logs and vines over to cover the entrance. I had them all moved to the back of the cave, keeping to the shadows so I could keep an eye out for torches coming our way. I could hear the missus trying to calm the young ones while the others kept silent. We waited for the day to break. Economy. Excerpt taken from Shield World Factbook. Entry on Transia. The single largest economic center of the Republic of Transia relates to the vast uranium deposits located in and around Mount Wundagore. The mining, refinement, and exportation of uranium contribute to the majority of the small landlocked nation's GDP. Despite the country's size and population, Transia is among the world's top 5 producers of natural uranium. The proceeds of their exports, along with a carefully managed sovereign wealth fund, allows Transia to provide generous social programs for its citizens and routinely reject any overtures from foreign investors. Wow, that's good. That's good for them. They're doing some good stuff. Have I ever played Canadian character as an actress? Have you ever played a Canadian character as an actress? I mean, I've been in projects that have taken place in Canada or in places that were not specified. General North America. So yes. I have. Fun fact, Virginia is one of the world's biggest producers of uranium. What? You took the weekend off, Dick Grayson? Nice. What are you going to do with your weekend off? Alright, I think we've collected everything, so now we can go to sleep and then wake up and do more missions.
Why, hello, Hunter.
And maybe do some dates. New post was added to the super link. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put Laura on the wheel. Oh, I hit my water bottle. Let's see, let's see. Guess I'll take cosmetics off, maybe. Maybe we'll take cosmetics off. Because, yeah, I feel like it might just be good to mix it up. Lore. We'll do a Kitty Pryde cosplay, question mark? I don't have a Kitty Pryde cosplay, Nick. Don't own one of those. But maybe at some point, I would love to cosplay as Kitty Pryde. Well, it's a new day. Alright, I guess we can do our hero team from last time. Of Blade, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Magik. Did I do that one? I don't think I did that one yet. That was Lord Monk's request.
How's my favorite hunter?
Also do have to talk to people. Are we gonna talk to Nico?
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
It's an honor to fight beside you.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before Magik starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
Can't get over the hair?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
Huh. Well, that describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort.
Thank you for the
to not
highlighted
make me
message,
feel
Dick
like a
Grayson.
complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Fair enough.
Reality show? Vote?
I don't know that reference
Just
because
try
I'm
and
old.
not get eliminated, Hunter.
Noted. Leveled up our friendship. I think I have another message too. Wait. So wait, does everyone move after I do anything? Credits. Oh no, they're still here. Maybe I should also put training on the wheel so you could decide on the training. Democracy? What is that? A Lockheed cosplay would be cute. Yo, Lockheed would be cute. How would you do a Lockheed cosplay, Mikey? Also, thanks for being a member, by the way. Welcome in. How are you doing? Alright, training partner has been added to the wheel. Dick Grayson said in lore, she's been dead for 300 plus years. She literally wakes up with perfect 80s big hair. That is her real superpower. Yes, Dick Grayson. I love that highlighted message. It's true. That is how we do it. It's my real secret power. Is there just cheese on that table? Nice. Cheese and sauce. I like that. You know what that makes me want? Mozzarella sticks. Guys, why are mozzarella sticks so good? Oh my gosh, I haven't updated my treat stream in a few streams. I should do that. Why don't I have mozzarella sticks on my treat stream? What am I doing with my life? I need to add mozzarella sticks. We need to take a little break for a second while I add mozzarella sticks as an option. Because that needs to happen. Also, I do have to pee. I don't want to, but I think I might. Whoa! What was that? Whoa. What was that? Was that bits?
Let's plan to not make plans.
What the heck? Is this just playing all the previous stuff? Or did I just miss something? That scared me.
The wheel of morality is always
I think it's just re-acknowledging all of my super chats for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why it did that, but it just did. So there we go. Those are old super chats though, but it's replaying them for some reason. Mozzarella sticks are available at Pizza Hut. Excellent. Oh, but they're cheaper from this place. What is happening? Yeah, there we go. Okay, or maybe not. This Pizza Hut has cheaper mozzarella sticks, actually. I don't know if I can actually find them. So maybe I'll just leave it for now. Everything's telling me it's not compatible. Every place I go to, they're like, oh, actually you can't. Actually, this place isn't available. Actually, this place doesn't work with TreatStream. And I'm like, oh, okay. Never mind then. Well, anyways, I updated my treat stream with some options that I do like. But sadly, no mozzarella sticks. I'll have to add those after stream. I am good. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing well. Okay, I'm going to... Finally got your Deadpool Batman in today. Nice. Oh, nice. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, Jamie. I hope you wanted to cry in, like, a good way, right? Because it was, like, moving. Montana's Canadian for barbecue? I'm like, WTF? Oh yeah, do you guys not have Montana's in the US? I forget which restaurants we have. It was a riot to see nothing but ads that I had never seen before for products I didn't even know existed. Yeah, was there a lot of ads that you're like, I don't even know what that is? What were some of the other things other than Montana's, Dick Grayson? You gotta tell me now. That's always fun watching ads from another place. Although I feel like I've constantly watched ads from the US, so sadly I never have that feeling just because I'm always in the States or I traveled a lot to the States as well for years. Rogue, I do not think is part of the Midnight Suns in this game until now. Oh, I love that, Jamie. I hope that the next collab goes just as well for us as this last one did, because I feel like it was overall quite a treat. Ah, for a bank, yeah. Yeah, we have like a lot of different banks. And phones, RBC, yeah, the Royal Bank of Canada. It cracks me up that Smarties are called Rockets in Canada. Yeah, because we have a candy that's called Smarties. Smarties are chocolate candies. They are from Nestle, but you guys don't get them in the States. But they're basically like M&Ms. But it's like a Nestle chocolate instead of the chocolate from M&Ms. So those are our Smarties. How did the poll go? Which poll, Trapmaster? Yeah, I didn't know either. I feel like there is a conglomerate that owns all of these things. Okay, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then I'll be right back. And then... I love the book. Yes, Mikey, it's one of my favorite books of all time. So Wuthering Heights is one of my favorite books, period. I have a very nice special edition of it that Duck got for me that's really pretty. I have like 3 different versions of that book. Pretty sure. Smarties are chalk-like candy. Yes, in Canada they are not. In Canada, Smarties are chocolate that is in a little shell like an M&M. So different. I need to get some Smarties so I can eat some on stream so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I know what you guys are talking about. You're talking about Rockets is what we would call it here. Rockets are just chalk-like candy. It's just straight up sugar. Man, there's nothing else in there, just sugar. And they come in a little plastic package that you untwist at the ends. That's what we call Rockets. Sweet Tarts are really good. That's true. Oh, Sweet Tarts are good. Okay, all right. I'm going to just use the bathroom real quick, and then I'll be right back. Should I put on words for stream or should I not? We do have pixie sticks. Yes, pixie sticks are good. What is this? Go piss, girl. All right, I'll do it. I'll be back. I was just reading up on what's going on with Lies You'll Enjoy. It looks like they're running a little bit behind, so we have a little bit more time to play. So yay. So I'll go to the bathroom, then I'll come back, and then we'll play some more. BRB.
Oh, hey, Hunter.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, I forgot to tap my mic. Who even am I? Welcome. Welcome back. Jamie, thank you so much for getting me. It's raining nugs. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Let me know if I can do a wheel spin for you for that. I appreciate you. Ugh, that's good. Maybe I'll just leave my phone open to the group chat for lies so that I can see when they're planning, getting everything good to go. They should be starting to get set up soon, I think. What's Absolute Superman? I heard he's similar to Supergirl, so no need to have Absolute Superman? What? What, Somar? Absolute Superman is from the Absolute Universe, which is a totally different universe from the main continuity. So there are absolute versions of basically all the characters that are still living in that universe. It's raining nuts? Is that normal? Is it raining nuts? Did you guys do a combo while I was gone? Thank you, Dick Grayson, for the update. You guys should be able to hear me now, yeah? You heard that Absolute Superman is similar to Supergirl. That's also interesting. Like, in what way is Absolute Superman similar to Supergirl? How did the stream streak poll go? It was 9 votes of no to 5 votes of yay for turning it off. So most people voted no to turning it off. I can read what you're saying, Rob. It might be hard to pretend things if you have to coordinate in the chat. Also, I don't know if you heard me before, Jamie, but I just want to say thanks again for the It's Raining Nugs. If you'd like a wheel spin, just let me know. So what's... Like, I heard it makes him have same origin story as Supergirl. Not that I'm aware of. Same origin story as Supergirl. Because he grew up on Krypton, maybe? Is that what you mean? What's different about him? Like, compared to Supergirl? Well, he's a man, so that's different, I would say. Also, he is on Earth alone, which is also different than Supergirl, who typically has her cousin with her. His suit seems to be... I'm not fully caught up on Absolute Superman, just a heads up, but I'm a few issues into it. His suit seems to be crucial for a lot of his powers. He has like a suit that powers up, which I don't think Supergirl's ever had that. So there's a lot that's different about him, I think, in comparison to Supergirl and even his main continuity counterpart. Although I think the what he represents is still intact there. I forgot the name of my new goth crush here. Nico Minoru. Or Minoru. Depending on. Alright, let's see what Nico's asking us. She says, what's an interesting flavor? Nico offers you a drink from one of 2 mysterious concoctions. I've been trying my hand... Yeah, Samar, have you read the comics? I guess that's my other question. Like when you say that he's similar to Supergirl, I mean, like, is that because of something that happens in more recent comics and I'm not caught up? Power suit? Maybe 80s Supergirl rocked it? Huge shoulder pads, huger hair? Copper Kite says. Power suit? Yes, yes. He's wearing like it's not like a big power suit. It's pretty sleek. But it is powered. It does power up. Don't tell them about Red Sun Superman. That'll blow their mind. I'm sure Samar knows about Red Sun Superman, but yes, if you don't, it will blow your mind, Samar. I agree with Fire Thunder. All right, Nico says, what an interesting flavor. Nico offers you a drink from one of 2 mysterious concoctions. I've been trying my hand at brewing some potions with Doctor Strange. Because you're an absolute dear, I know you'll try one. I'm almost kind of positive that these will work. Fine, give me the one labeled version 28 final. Hunter offense. I guess I'll take the one labeled purple death. 10 hunter offense. Oh, but minus 10 hunter health. Determines how much damage a hero can take in combat before they are knocked out. Ooh. I think I'll just take a little bit of a boost and play it safe.
Hunter.
I don't really want to lose from my health. I am usually the healer of the group, so I should probably try to stay alive. I've read the first few issues of it, and I will say I am quite enjoying it. Definitely more of a slow burn, I think, than some of the other Absolute books. But, I mean, Green Lantern was also like that, and Green Lantern is now probably, like, my favorite one right now. I need to catch up, though, on Absolute Wonder Woman, so once I'm caught up, might blow Green Lantern out of the water, we'll see. Ricardo, you're back. You got everything you need for Halloween? Nice. Yeah, I'm still not exactly sure what Samar means in terms of the similar story to Supergirl, but I don't know if they're still here or if they would like to expand upon it. Because I'm not, like, fully up to date, so maybe something happens in the later issues that's super girly? I don't know. I wouldn't say that Absolute Superman, from what I've seen, though, is like a carbon copy of Supergirl or anything like that.
Still can't believe all these changes happening with Eddie. The Venom symbiote. Not sure if you know this, but I used to wear that thing. I mean, it was hard enough when it was just an alien, but now... I'm pretty sure that green fire would have really cooked the old spider keister.
Compared to regular Superman, what's unique with Absolute Superman's story? Well, he came to Earth and is completely alone, it seems like, at this point. He grew up on Krypton a little bit, so he's had more experience with that. And I heard New Krypton story is Superman being a regular Kryptonian who didn't mind the idea of occupying Earth. I don't know, I'm not reading that story, so I can't comment on that. So with the Absolute story, what's unique? What's new? Everything I just told you is pretty new. He's fighting against mega corporations on his own. He is while he is embodying all of the ideals and elements of Superman, which Absolute Batman does as well, and so does Absolute Wonder Woman. So all of these stories are not like completely redefining the character in terms of their pillars that sort of make them who they are. The conditions in which Superman is living are different than, I would say, the main reality Superman. Drastically different. I mean, in this reality, Lois is someone that he actually has to fight against. He, like I said, he has his suit, so that's different. The power's up. I mean, like, what have you read, Somar? Like, what have you read? Is this just stuff that you're hearing, like, other people say, or have you read any of the books? So I would definitely recommend giving them a read, as opposed to just going off what other people are saying about how it's just the same and nothing has changed. Those people don't even sound like people that have read the books. Or they have very different takes on it. I mean, I haven't read all of the Superman comics, so maybe someone is just way more well-read than me on Superman, but I would say that all of the Absolute stories are unique and doing their own things, based on what I have read. Now, I'm only a few issues into Superman, so I gotta catch up. So that's just based on what I've read. But yeah, I think I've explained what's different. You hope Absolute Superman turns into Absolute Supergirl? I don't think that's happening, Mime, but I don't know. I haven't read the recent issues. What's happening in Absolute Superman right now that's bringing this up is my question. You got everything you need for Halloween? Nice, Ricardo. Did you get like a mask instead of doing like, were you going to do face paint? And now you got like a mask? Thank you, Shadow Moon. Welcome in. Yeah, I've read a bit of all of them, and I'm up to date on Green Lantern. That's what I'm most up to date on. You love Peter's hairpiece? Oh my goodness.
Having that creature inside of your head must have been difficult.
You would think so. But to be honest, I didn't even know the suit was alive until the end. It's more like I felt
Right, Samar. So you don't want to read anything. You're just wondering about what's going on with it.
Like, really use it.
Based
No
on what
holding
you've
back.
heard.
But
Yeah, I
at the
mean...
end of the day, I was the one still in charge. Any decision I made during that time is 100% on me.
So you are defending the carnivorous alien monster that is trying
Let me
to
just finish
devour
this
your
dialogue.
brain.
You want to know the first real feelings I ever sensed from that thing? Fear. As soon as I tried to pull it off for good, it was pure terror at the thought of being alone. That doesn't sound like a monster to me.
I had not thought about it that way.
Why it chose to bond with a shifty reporter from the Metro section after that is beyond me.
I still cannot imagine you wearing the symbiote.
My design was a bit more classic than Eddie's or your mother's. All things aside, I look pretty cool in that thing. Been thinking about bringing it back. The design, not the cannibalistic alien symbiote.
So, back to Absolute Superman here real quick. These comics connect to know what's up. These comics content to know what's up. Right. Because I know you do all. Yeah, I'm reading all of them so far. I'm not up to date on Absolute Superman, though. But just because Absolute Superman grew up on Krypton a little bit more, like he was a young, like, kid, maybe preteen, maybe just a teen, when he came to Earth, I don't think that makes his story like a one-for-one to Supergirl. That's only like one element, is what I would say. So, you know, to understand all of the differences, I would definitely recommend reading the comic. I think that's the best way to understand the comics in general. But everything that I said is the stuff that is different. So, I mean, yeah, he did grow up on Krypton, so that point is similar. Sure. But it's only one point.
Evildoers beware.
Have I read any of the current DC Finest, Red? I have a Batwoman cosplay, actually. Yes, Junior Tate. I did know about Supergirl. That is true. She is older than Clark. Although she appears younger. But he was Babby back then. Fire Thunder said, you know, it's an Elseworld story, I assume, so Absolute? Yeah, it's Elseworlds. It's not main continuity. It's probably the biggest non-main it's probably bigger than the main continuity, actually, right now, I think, Absolute. I think it's selling more. I would have to check, like, to see what the monthly and the weekly tops are, but the last few times I've looked, Absolute has been in the top for a lot of it, so it's pretty big news. But, yeah, all of them are trying to kind of bring something fresh to all of these legendary characters, and it's in a world that is basically reimagined by Darkseid, so it's a darker world for sure. You're welcome, Somar. You're welcome. Yeah, I haven't really done a ton of content on Absolute Superman yet. I did my issue 1 review, but I would like to do some more content on it. So if you want to learn more about it, once I'm up to date, it'll be easier for me to kind of get people up to speed on it. But I would recommend reading any of the Absolute stuff because everything that I've read from it so far has been very good. So that's just what I think. Haunted Echoes, a collection of transient folk songs. The Woodsman's Lament. And round she danced, the woodsman's wife, as the Fey king played his lyre, and at her feet the rings revealed a cold and lifeless fire. "Oh, dance for me," the king cried he. As her sight grew dark and dim, the woodsman's wife thought, you may be, you'll never return to him. The woodsman's wife, though you may be, you'll never return to him. Oh, dang. It's dark. Okay. If it's good and it sells and folks like it, that's what matters. I mean, ideally things sell. That's what I would like to see. Books making money, that's always nice. I just like when people read books. Reading books is cool. Okay, well, we still have to do our hero quests. We still have to do our training sesh. Can I train when I get back, or do I have to do it before I go out on a mission? I don't know. Guess we'll do this. Daily sparring. Let's train with the Spider-Man. Right? You know what they say about practice? What, you gotta keep practicing?
Let's do this. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
I don't think I have enough resources to upgrade anyone.
Do your thing.
Hey Hunter, I'm just spectating when you train with Sparky, but it's always a blast to see your moves up close. You have a few, I want to introduce you to someone special. I guess we can do that. Thank you for the hydrate, Watcher's Eye Network.
Hunter of the Abbey, may I formally introduce you to the Hell Ride.
Is this different than the one you have at shop class?
No.
I haven't read Unbreakable X-Men, no. I don't think so.
I always like to
Is that the name of the
show off to all my
comic or the
friends
story?
and just realize that
What's
we've
a
been
book?
so busy beating back your mom's forces.
What's a
I
book,
haven't had a chance
Mikey?
to give you an up-close look at her. Gorgeous, right? Even without the extra hell sauce. She's
Nice, Spooky Rob. What are you going to be reading? Yeah, Rivals is going to have a zombie mode. Ah, thank you, Kurt. Thank you for the beckoning. Yes, illiteracy, I think, is a problem in a lot of places, to be honest with you. She is quite a beauty. Oh my goodness, this is dark, but I do want to take her out for a spin.
She is magnificent, Robbie. I would very much like to take her for a ride one day.
Oh, man, that's a big no-no from Caretaker. You see, the Hell Ride isn't just a demon on the highway. It's literally a demon. I've tried to convince Caretaker that I've got it under control. But I mean, you see the way everyone treats me. Sometimes I feel more like invisible by day, rattling chains by night. Know what I mean?
You are not a ghost to me, Robbie.
Maybe not. But I have a feeling the two of us are gonna haunt the armies of Lilith anyway.
Possibly. Ooh, friendship level up. Gift shop is now open. Visit the gift shop in the common room to purchase gifts for heroes. Giving gifts during hangouts can earn greater friendship rewards. What? We can buy cool gifts. Man, there's still so many things to unlock. Wait, where is the gift shop? Where do I go? Where are you selling these gifts? Wait, is it over here? Heroic essence. This is the common room, isn't it? I don't see a gift shop. A skull? Okay, that's a common gift. Well, I don't know where this gift shop is, but I guess I'll just have to keep an eye out for it. Maybe this isn't the common room. Maybe the common room is the big room, this room.
Well, looky who it is.
Hey, Hunter.
This is the common room. Okay, well, I didn't see a gift shop, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for that. But for now, even though we didn't get to play through a mission today, we do have to save because it is time to go do some lies you'll enjoy. So I will save here for today. And stay tuned for some Bloodlines tomorrow. We'll be back doing that. And we'll be dressed up as Vampirella, which feels very appropriate. Maybe I'll post some pictures of my Vampirella, because everyone's posting Vampirella right now, and I don't understand why. I shot Vampirella last year, and this year, like, everyone's obsessed with her. And last year, not so much. I don't know. Thank you, Nessie. Welcome in. Oh, it was right next to it. Next to where you go to train. Oh, okay. Well, now I know where it is. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll be doing some Bloodlines tomorrow. And thank you to everyone that supported the Bloodlines purchase. I think Lumix and Jamie, I believe you both donated towards it. I don't know if everyone's name is like, it shows me all the names on Throne. But to anyone that helped to fund that, I just want to say thank you so much. I'm very excited to play Bloodlines 2 tomorrow, and hopefully it's good. Oh man, no worries, Rapala, but thank you so much for joining me here today as well, and I'm so glad that you guys had fun with the stream. We're gonna be raiding into, I don't have an Elvira cosplay, Nessie, no. We're gonna be raiding into Lies You'll Enjoy, so join me in doing that. And if you are over on YouTube, it's just that link that I popped in. That's where I'm going live next. So if you'd like to join us, you can. I'll be back tomorrow playing Bloodlines 2 as soon as it's live, which I think will be around 1. And then on the Twitch side and on the YouTube side, on Wednesday, we're going to be playing some Dispatch, but I'm just waiting for it to become available in the Steam shop. So hopefully it will be soon. We're going to do our credits, and we're going to also pop the raid messages in chat. So join me in raiding in. I hope you guys have a fun time over at Lies You'll Enjoy. I know I'm ready to have a fun time over there. Let's see. Can we play our credits? Let's play some of our credits. And thank you so much to everyone that supported this stream today. Thank you so much to Jamie for getting some foods. Thank you so much to Jarrell for the coffee donation. Thank you to Ira for the sticker. And thank you to all these fun folks whose names are scrolling past us on the screen. Thank you to our new subs over on Twitch, and to those that gifted subs over on Twitch. Thank you to Chris and Duncan Mallory and Jamie for gifting subs, and Edekaye for gifting a sub. So many lovely folks gifting subs today. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to everyone that threw bits, and all of our lovely mods too. And thank you to the super chats, folks that threw super chats over on YouTube. Stay nerdy, guys. Bye. All right, the credits are still rolling. I'm still here, but I'm going to be leaving in a moment. But I wanted to just grab the raid messages if it'll let me do that. Will it let me do that? Maybe. Whoa. Let me go down all the way down to here, and then we can copy and paste one with emotes. There we go. All right, y'all. Everyone have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, sugar, for some bloodlines.